In my previous video, my Turo Tesla was crashed. My guest rented the car for just one day, and he wanted to get his money's worth, so he Instacarted for 13 hours straight. He was 2 Red Bulls deep and on his last delivery when he fell asleep and floored the car into another parked vehicle. While he immediately reported the damage and the vehicle was towed by police, I was 10 hours away in Florida at the time of the crash. The next morning, I located the Tesla using GPS and went to the tow yard it was being stored in. The owner of the tow yard was not happy with me because he believed the guest was never given a key to the Tesla, and so it was stuck on his tow truck. This was untrue, the key was in the car, so we figured everything out, except for one problem. The owner wants $1,000 in cash before he'll give me back my newly mangled Tesla. I contacted Turo to try and get some money, but the support agent told me that while he'll get back to me, he can't even promise that I'll get reimbursed for this. To make things worse, I literally don't have $1,000 to my name right now, because this crash happened very shortly after a few other unexpected expenses I was recovering from, and exactly 2 weeks before my next direct deposit. But my Tesla was costing an extra $45 a day in storage fees at the tow yard. And of course, this is just step 1, because next I need to get it to a collision center to see just how much these repairs will cost and if Turo's gonna pay for it.
Okay, so the next day I just woke up. I'm trying to figure out why this is so expensive. The accident happened in Holly Springs, and it was towed 18 miles away into another town in Cary. I don't know why Holly Springs would have it towed to a Cary company unless all the others are just busy. I'm unshowered. I literally just rolled on out of bed. I'm calling this police department to be like, hey, why is this tow so expensive and why did you tow it? But I don't know, I'm just kind of seeking some guidance, I guess.
Holly Springs Police, can I help you?
I had a vehicle towed that was in a collision, and I was wondering if you'd be able to help out with a couple questions I had about it. So I rent vehicles out, so I had a guest driving it, and he said he fell asleep, and so yeah. It was towed to a yard in Cary. They'll only release the vehicle to me if I give them $1,000 in cash, which seemed high. I wasn't sure if there was a limit on how much tows can charge in this area. They literally only accept paper cash, not debit or credit or Cash App or anything.
We just have a list of records that we use and instances like that, and then they tow off the vehicle, and then after that it's between the vehicle owner and the tow truck company.
Do you know if that's a normal amount to pay? It seems like I'm being scammed with that amount, but maybe it's a standard price to pay.
Honestly, I'm not sure, but I'd be happy to have an officer give you a call back and see if they know any more information. We just dispatched the tow truck to go pick up the car,
okay.
So after that I don't know too much about it.
Hey Alex, this is Alpha Moreno with Holly Springs Police Department. Towing is requesting $1,000 to get your car back. Does that sound about right?
Yeah, this is my first time getting a tow like this, so I wasn't sure if that's normal.
Okay. What are they telling you when you go there, or how do you have to pay? Is it through the phone or online or in person?
No, it has to be paper cash. He won't accept credit card or debit or Cash App or anything. But I don't know, it seems high. I've had a few cars towed and not in collisions, and it's a couple hundred at most. Because he gave me the breakdown for the $955, but he just scribbled it on a piece of scrap paper. It kind of felt like he was just making it up on the spot, but I don't know if he was or not.
If you went down there and you actually talked to somebody in person,
yeah,
I would probably say 90%, maybe even 95% sure it's legit. I don't know if they're overcharging you or what, but that's on their end, that's their fees.
Yeah.
I don't know what their fees are. I don't know if they're overcharging you or anything.
Yeah.
But that's just something that you would have to talk to them about. Maybe you could work out a price with them and see if you come to an agreement on something.
I know in some areas they are required to accept multiple forms of payment. Do you know if it's unusual that he only accepts paper cash? Because I could today I could pay with a credit card, but
right. Yeah, it's pretty odd that they would only accept paper cash. I'm surprised a big tow company like that wouldn't accept other forms of payment.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll talk to somebody else and maybe they'll actually accept something different. Maybe it could be 100 reasons. Maybe the guy's just trying to get a a little untraceable paper trail and keep stuff for himself, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's just a one-man thing. It's just the owner. He's the only person there.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm not quite sure. I don't really know. To be
Okay.
honest, I'm not quite sure. I would assume if you pay him, he would drop the car or give you the car back.
Yeah.
Now, if he doesn't drop the card, he just takes your cash, even though that would be a civil issue. I'll call the Terry PD to come out there.
The officer ended the call by asking me to call back, basically in the case that he just takes my money and doesn't give my car back, which, okay, I appreciate that. But the reason I contacted the PD that had towed my car is a lot of regions have limits and laws on exactly what a tow company can and can't charge, especially considering this was kind of a non-consensual tow. Most advice online suggested I get the tow policy from the police department just to make sure it aligned with what the company was requesting of me, but this police department has no tow policy, and North Carolina has no limits or regulations on what tow companies can charge, meaning they can pull just any number out of their ass, and if you don't pay, the car eventually just becomes their property. But like most things involving insurance, the price tends to be kind of irrelevant if the client is only paying a deductible. However, my personal insurance cannot be involved in a commercial tow like this, and at this point in time, Turo has yet to do anything to help me retrieve my car, even though I've called them many times. So, I was not only on my own and moneyless, but I wasn't even involved in the accident. Like, I was just driving back from Florida while someone else crashed my car and got it trapped in a tow yard.
Have a good one.
There's no problem, too.
Okay, that wasn't helpful at all.
Oh yeah, maybe now's a good time to tell you about, how much I made from this rental. Oh god, I don't even want to say it. It was a 1 day long rental because he just wanted to Instacart for a day, I guess. The guest paid for no extras, no prepaid charging, no unlimited mileage. So he paid a resounding $56. And after Turo fees of 25% in my case, I was paid out $42 for this trip. What the heck, man? What the hecking flip?
Good morning. I'm towing.
Hey, this is Alex with the blue Tesla Model 3.
I was getting ready to call you.
Yeah, so I still can't pay today, but I was curious if I could get an itemized list of what the bill is exactly, so I can try and send that to the rental company.
Yeah, I mean, I'll have you an itemized list.
Or yeah, just so I can jot it down right now, just so I can show them what I'm trying to pay.
Let me rewrite the bill, and have you got the money?
No, not unless you have your card processor now.
No, I can't. I mean, my card process will be down probably till the end of the week, the first week. But I need to go ahead and get this car done because I've got to go to Charlotte with that truck tomorrow, and I don't want to have to unload it again. So, I mean, that takes time and effort.
If you can do card, I can do today.
I can't do card, buddy. I mean, can you run to the bank and get the money from the card, off your card?
No. Today I could do $500, maybe $600.
Okay, if you want to bring that, then I'm not trying to be ugly, but it's costing me more time and effort to take and load and unload back again. So, I mean, that's time and moving stuff, and it's just kind of a pain.
Yeah, I know.
That's sign up one of my trucks.
Yeah, I understand. I mean, I can't just manifest money out of thin air, so it would be, Friday.
Well, you got money on a card.
No, it's a credit card.
Okay, all right. What time do you think you'll be by?
For what amount today?
I thought you said you could bring $600 by today.
Okay, I should be able to do 600.
Yeah, just give me a call when you're on the way to make sure I'm here, and I can just have you an invoice when I have it, because I've got to redo the invoice. Yeah, I'll get you another invoice when you get here. How about that?
Yeah, sounds good. I can do that.
All right, thank you, buddy. Just call me ahead of time, make sure I'm here. All right, thanks.
Bye. The fuck? That actually worked. Well, I didn't think that was gonna work. He just dropped the price by half. Should I bring even less than 600? That's that's sketchy. He just took 50% off. He tried to get 1,000. Today would be 1,000 with the extra fee.
While he sounded incredibly disappointed, I had $637, which means I would have a remaining $37, which isn't much, but at least it's a positive amount, so I can make this happen. I can pay him $600. I'm Zelling myself money from my other bank account so that I get it immediately. Oh, okay, here it is. I'm thinking I'm gonna take out all the cash
but give him even less and see how low I can get him to go.
Hey, buddy, I got your key card, and I'm trying to crank the car. I cranked one time, but I'm not getting it cranked again. I've got to crank it to get it off my truck.
I can remotely start it.
Give me a minute. If I need to call you back, I will.
Yeah, no problem. I'll be here.
Okay, now, I've got to move my truck, so will it stay running, or are you going
No, I'll probably have to do it again.
Okay, this is a pain.
The tow driver made it clear to me that he hates Teslas because of X and Y and Z and all these reasons. For example, how the key card just never works. But I'm gonna spoil this because it irritated me so much. The real problem was just because he was senile, or in his own words, old school. He managed to mix up the key card with the only other Tesla in his lot. So this was like the equivalent of trying to jam one Toyota key into another Toyota's keyhole and then blaming Toyota for being a bad car.
All right, I'm gonna have to call you back.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
All right, thanks, bye.
What a So a lot of people say that I was extorted by my ex-tenant who I kicked out. I paid her $3,000 to leave. I truly don't believe that was extortion. This feels like extortion. I didn't consent to have this vehicle towed. I didn't ask for this guy to touch my car. It's just I wake up and all of a sudden my car is in this guy's hands and he wants $1,000 to give it back to me. Which, by the way, police said themselves they wouldn't do anything. Oh my God, why can't someone just break a law for once so that I can actually get them on something criminal? It's so hard to get people on criminal issues. People don't realize how few things are criminal. Most things are just civil. Like day to day, it's very hard to catch people breaking the law. And the thing is, my roommate or tenant did break the law multiple times, but you have to, innocent until proven guilty, okay? There has to be proof of a crime for police to do anything. And it was hard to prove. I couldn't prove the vandalism. I couldn't prove who did it. This feels like extortion, and I didn't even do anything. This fucking retard Instacart driver. My total uneducated guess is like 8 to 12,000 in repairs, but I don't know. It's just based on looking at other Teslas that I've seen get damaged, because I'll need a new fender, new bumper, new front suspension pieces, and it looks like something wrong with the computer because it's not unlocking. Also, the old at the tow yard might have just been using the wrong key. I don't know. I'm on the way to the bank to pay my extortion. This is stupid. I'm also gonna get a cash withdrawal.
To record this next segment, I decided to use a wireless lav mic with my GoPro because I didn't love the audio from yesterday and it was a bit hard to film, but I'm so disappointed to say that because I didn't have anyone monitoring audio for me, I didn't realize the frequency disconnected due to the distance and possibly the material of the wall the building's made of. So basically, I don't have the audio for this. And as frustrating as that is, the conversation was also frustrating because when I come in and I offer him the $600 and I'm like, all right, I'm ready to get it taken to Relentless Collision. And he's like, okay, well, when are you going to have the rest of the money? And I'm confused. And I tell him like, what do you mean? We just agreed to $600 on the phone. He kind of chuckled and he was like, no, I'm not negotiating with the price. You're just bringing me the first half now. I told him that that's not what we agreed to on the phone, but as long as he gets the car to the shop today, it's whatever. I'll get him the rest of the money later. But he says no, he won't move the vehicle until he has the full amount of money. I asked him, why would I have possibly come here to pay in 2 installments if the car isn't even moved? And he said he didn't know why I came. And at this point, I was very irritated. I told him I wouldn't be paying and to just let the storage fee start collecting.
What a stupid retard. Hey, I called yesterday about getting help with covering the payment because my vehicle is currently in a tow yard, but I haven't heard back yet.
Okay, so my apology for the issue with the vehicle, sir, and let me help you. Thank you to be a great all-star host. That is very important for us. I can see the claim and everything, and let me go ahead and connect you with them so they can give you more information about how the process is going.
Thank you for holding, Mrs. Aaron. How can I help you today?
I haven't been able to get it to the collision shop or anything yet because I can't cover the amount that they want.
Just out of curiosity, how much are they asking for?
$955.
I can help with that for sure. You can send up a tow request to get it moved out of there.
Okay, yeah, that'd be great.
What color is your car?
It's blue.
This is where I realized the fatal mistake I had made. Taking advice from reddit.com. I swear to God, the Turo subreddit is intended only as an anti-Turo propaganda. It has a single moderator that seemingly only lets me post negative things, because when I did speak positively of Turo, he removed my post without giving a reason. Anyway, enough bitching about literal internet moderators. I posted a request asking for advice on how to deal with this situation, and everybody said the same thing. Whether it requires draining my account, or a cash advance, or borrowing money from a friend, or just straight up stealing money, do whatever I can to get my car out of the tow yard immediately, because Turo will not cover storage fees, and I'm going to get screwed if I take too long. Hence why I ran around the city trying to get my money and get my car. Everyone said this except for one commenter who told me to just chill out. Don't pay a penny. Just be patient and let Turo handle it. But because he was the odd one out and he didn't even align with what the Turo support agent said, I ignored this guy's advice, or girl, I don't know, this Redditor's advice. And the rest of the Turo hosts once again proved themselves to be generally useless. But I don't want to entirely throw Reddit under the bus, because this is what the customer support people said as well. But it appears as though this is actually untrue. Which is a good thing. This is good news, by the way, but I was so surprised, what? Why was I even doing this?
I'll tell you the truth. It's probably going to take a couple days to get you to move. Any additional fees that incur during that time, we'll take care of, so you won't be responsible for anything.
Okay.
For the impounding or the storage and stuff.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it's a 45 daily, so that's mostly why I was in a hurry. But I don't mind waiting a few days if we have to. So how does the amount actually get settled? Do I need to pay the tow place directly, or does Turo handle that when they're there?
We will pay them. We appreciate you helping us get it out of there as quickly as possible, which you're absolutely doing. So you've done everything that we would want you to do. Okay,
cool. Do you know, is 1,000 a normal amount for a wrecked tow like this?
Can be. Depends on where you're at, honestly.
Okay.
I'm used to California rate, which can be 100, 150, 200 a day.
Okay.
So, yeah, this is reasonable. But yeah, we'll get that moved, and then we should be able to get an estimate so you can kind of have your shop then do a supplement and just kind of go from there. Okay?
Okay, cool.
All right, awesome. Thanks for giving us a call today, and I will get that going for you.
Sounds good. I appreciate it. Okay, that's the first, not to be xenophobic, but that's the first American guy I've talked to at Turo ever in the last 6 months. He was in California. He sounded Californian, actually. Okay, I don't have to do shit, I guess. They're just getting it out for me. Well, so why did I just sell myself money and then go to the bank and then get it out in cash and then go to the fucking Turo towing place and then argue with some retarded old man? That guy was quite reasonable on the phone. I was genuinely really angry on the drive home. And I was I don't get angry that often anymore. I'm usually so calm and so chill, and people know me for being calm and chill, but I was getting frustrated because I could tell I was starting to build with rage, trying to figure out how to get back at the tow yard, basically. I did do a few things. I locked the car and disabled the key and turned on the alarm system. So if he touches the car, it's gonna start honking and he'll have no way to disable it. I'm still gonna leave it as is because I don't like the tow guy, but at least now I can chill because it's Turo's dealing with it. I have on video that they said they were going to cover, so I can literally just get back to my regularly scheduled week now. Yeah. And of course, this is just the beginning. I've spent 2 days just trying to get my car out of a tow yard, and then it goes to the shop. We haven't even started repairs yet. I don't even know if it's totaled or not. I'm guessing. The more I think about it, the less I think it's totaled. The car's worth about 18K, 20K. The damage is probably under 15K. I don't know, maybe it's 5K, I have no idea. I've never repaired a car before. So basically he kept calling me for me to manually, remotely control the car because he was having trouble. If he keeps calling, I'm not gonna help him. It's just, the car's stuck where it is and he'll just have to deal with that. So that's about as much as I can do to be annoying. I wish I could be more annoying, but I can't think of anything else legal. Darren, Turo employee Darren, shout out Darren, cool guy. He wasn't even cool, it's just he's the first person that wasn't insufferable to deal with.
So this document, have that one signed, back it up with a registration or title.
Okay.
Do you have any questions, sir?
So I sign this one and I respond to the email, and then I also need to go in person?
Yes, sir. I think you gotta be careful right there because, if you search them on Google, there are lots of bad feedbacks to the company.
Yeah, I've talked to him a few times. It wasn't a great place, but yes, I appreciate that heads up. What time are you going there today to get the vehicle?
We're not the towing company, but we are the ones in charge of looking for someone to tow it out, pay the bills. Yeah, so that's it, sir.
Yeah, all right. I think that's everything I need to know then.
All right, once you're already done signing the release form, we can go ahead and proceed picking up your vehicle.
Yeah, sounds good. I can get that sent in like 5 minutes at the most.
Thank you so much, sir. You can continue to communicate with me through email just in case you have some questions, all right?
Okay, sounds good. I appreciate it.
Turo followed up with release forms that give them permission to deal with the car themselves. Their own team are going to physically go to the tow yard, pay face-to-face for me, and put my Tesla on their own the Tesla will be on the Turo tow truck. So we can be done with this original tow guy for good. So now all I have to do is sit back, relax, and not make any money on Turo, because my car's going to be out of commission for a while. And hopefully soon we find out exactly just how bad the damage is.
Hey Alex, my name is Jonathan. I'm calling very quickly because so you were a guest at our gym previously here at Temple West Village. I was just inquiring to see if you were interested in the membership for those.
Oh, no, I'm from North Carolina. I was just visiting.
You're in North Carolina? Okay.
Yeah. Okay, that was not the tow yard. That was a gym I visited in New York.
From experimenting with Turo to DIYing my house in my newest series, those of you who have decided to become channel members are the reason literally all of this is possible. Bedroom renovation is coming up very soon, so in the meantime I'm turning the subfloor into a wall of appreciation for everyone currently supporting me. You allow me to take larger financial risks, avoid promoting random sponsors, and really focus on what I feel like I'm best at, which is just consistently making pretty high effort videos. So if you'd like your name permanently written on my bedroom floor, you can become a channel member as well. You'll also get early access to all the upcoming Turo videos, so you could binge them all today instead of waiting for them to go public over the course of the next few weeks. You also gain access to the private Discord server, where I'm active every day, and exclusive videos for members only. And finally, thank you to everyone that's been supporting me for literally years now. You should know it does not go unnoticed.